Hi there and welcome back to another Papetti Math YouTube video tutorial, where today I am going to be teaching you Algebra 1. And in this video, we're going to look at exercise number 3, which says using your graphing calculator, graph the two quadratic functions below. So let's start off with y equals 1/2 x squared. So let's go to our graphing calculator, and we're going to go into our fraction, and we're going to put in 1/2 x squared. We're going to graph that. It's going to be a graph that looks like, it's going to be a graph that looks like this, without that dot in the middle there. And we're going to go to our table of values, and we're going to see that these are the values that we want to graph. But we only want to graph our whole number values, so we know that those are the exact values. So we'll graph, let's see. Let's go backwards until we see all the points that fit. I don't think negative 6, 18 is going to fit on that graph, so we're going to start with negative 4, 8. So we'll go to negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We go back to our table of values. We've got negative 3, 9 over 2. That's a fraction, so we're going to skip over that one, and we're going to go straight to negative 2, 2. Negative 2, 2. Go back to our table. We have negative 1, 1/2. We're going to skip over that because it's a fraction, and we have 0, 0. We're going to go back to our table, scroll on down. 1, 1/2. We want to skip over that one. 2, 2. 2, 2 is right there. And we're going to go back to our table, look for our next whole number value, 4, 8. And now we have a set of points that resembles a parabola, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to connect those in our U-shaped parabola. And there they are. All right, so we have y equals 1/2 x squared is pictured right here. Now we're going to do that same thing, and we're going to graph y equals negative 1/2 x squared. And we're going to go to y equals, and I'm just going to add in a negative sign right here. And I'm going to go to graph, and now our graph is going to look like that. Okay, and our table of points. Let's graph this table of values here. Again, we're not going to be able to go to negatives. Okay, so we'll start at negative 4 again. We'll go to negative 4, and this time negative 8. So negative 4, negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We go back to our table to find our next integer point, which is negative 2, negative 2. Okay. We're going to go back and see that our next integer values are 0, 0. Continue on, we'll see 2, negative 2, and 4, negative 8. 2, negative 2, and 4, negative 8. So here are our points, which again resemble a parabola. Okay. So how are these parabolas related and how are they different? So we're not going to write anything here. Well, I'm not going to write anything here, but we could say that they're related because they both have a coefficient that's a number between 0 and 1, or in this case, negative 1. So a fraction as a coefficient. They're both x squared. They both have a vertex at the origin. Also, they are both very similar shape. And how are they different? Well, one is opening upward. We say that this is opening upward when it's looking like this. And this one is opening downward. So it's pointed downward. So that's how they're different. And can you create a general rule that will flip a parabola? Sure. So what do you think made this parabola flip? What's the only difference between these two equations? And you should see that the only difference is that this one is negative. And that's what flipped it upside down, that means. So when you multiply by a negative number, the function will flip. There's our general rule. So if this video was helpful in graphing y equals 1/2 x squared and negative 1/2 x squared, and comparing and contrasting the two parabolas, give this video a thumbs up. And you're now ready for our final exercise in this lesson, exercise number 4. Thank you for watching.